UEFA Champions League Round of 16 predictions. In this video, I am going to predict just the first leg, and after the first leg, we all are going to predict the second leg. And ahead of this first leg, remember the games are going to be played next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. And ahead of this first leg, Paris Saint-Germain is going to be hosting Chelsea at home. Galatasaray is going to be hosting Liverpool at home. Real Madrid is going to be hosting Man City at home. Atalanta is going to be hosting Bayern Munich at home. Newcastle is going to be hosting Barcelona at home. Atletico Madrid is going to be hosting Tottenham at home. Bodo Glimt is going to be hosting Sporting CP at home, and Bayer Leverkusen is going to be hosting Arsenal at home. And out of these 8 UEFA Champions League games that are going to be played on Tuesday and Wednesday, I am going to give you my honest predictions and my previews ahead of this game. So just follow the video carefully till the end. Tell me what you think about my own predictions. I have some important questions for you guys towards the end of the video, so make sure you get there so you can answer the question. Now let us get into business. Paris Saint-Germain versus Chelsea Football Club. Ooh, bro, when you look at the situation of the two teams, Paris Saint-Germain in League 1, Chelsea in the Premier League, right, you will clearly see that the situation of these two teams are almost at the same level. Paris Saint-Germain is not having one of their best seasons, and Chelsea is also having one of their best seasons. And ahead of this game, Chelsea needs to give their maximum best. Paris Saint-Germain needs to also give their maximum best. Now, this is the Champions League. We all know goals are going to be scored. There is no game that is going to end goalless. There is no game that is going to end at 0-0. Goals are going to be scored in this game between Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea. And the question now is, who is going to grab the advantage in this first leg? Because there is a first leg and there is a second leg. Like I said, I'm predicting just the first leg. Now, when you look at this first leg, when you look at the two teams, right, Paris Saint-Germain stands a chance to win Chelsea in the first leg. And my prediction for this game between Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea in the first leg is that Paris Saint-Germain is going to win Chelsea. Yes, I'm not being biased here. Paris Saint-Germain is winning Chelsea. When you compare the two teams, defensively, Paris Saint-Germain is better than Chelsea. When you go to the level of the midfield, Paris Saint-Germain, I think Chelsea can dominate at the level of the midfield. When you go to the attack, Paris Saint-Germain is better than Chelsea. And remember, Chelsea won a game against Paris Saint-Germain at the Club World Cup and won the Club World Cup. Chelsea played the best Paris Saint-Germain ever and destroyed them, 3 goals. So in this particular game, I don't just think Chelsea is going to play the same way they played at the Club World Cup. And Cucurella is currently back from his injury, but I think Paris Saint-Germain is still going to win Chelsea in this game. So that's my prediction for Chelsea, Paris Saint-Germain. Now, Galatasaray, Liverpool. It is a game of revenge. Liverpool needs to get their revenge. Remember, earlier in the Champions League, Galatasaray won Liverpool 1-0. At that time, Liverpool were going through a lot. And now Galatasaray is instead a club that is going through a lot. When you look at the current games, the recent games of these two teams, Liverpool is currently in good form than Galatasaray. Galatasaray is a team going through defensive crisis. I myself, if you give me boots, bro, I play against Galatasaray, I bet you I am going to score a goal. I am going to score a goal against Galatasaray. So I think even though Galatasaray is going to play at home with a home advantage, Liverpool is going to win them in this game. Real Madrid versus Manchester City. Guys, I beg, you guys should pray for Real Madrid. Pray for Real Madrid. Yes, this is their competition. They own the Champions League. But you see, this time around, it is not going to be the same. When you take a look at Real Madrid in the recent games, even against Benfica, both home and away, they won those games because of luck. They won those games because they have that winning mentality. They won those games because they played against teams that what they really wanted in those games were more important to them than those other teams. But they see this particular game, Real Madrid has that winning mentality. Man City also has that winning mentality. Do you understand? So Man City play away from home in Santiago Bernabeu with almost all their players fit and available for this game. Real Madrid play at home with the recent form of their players. They suffer to Osasuna, suffer the defeat to Osasuna, suffer the defeat to Getafe. Vinicius Junior and Rodrigo deliver Real Madrid in this game? Because there is no Jude Bellingham, there is no Kylian Mbappe in this first leg. But Rodrigo is a player that loves scoring goals against Man City, bro. And in this particular game, Pep Guardiola is going to fully focus on that guy. The first part of the season, Real Madrid, Manchester City at the group stage. Man City defeated them 2-1. And in this particular game, I think it is going to be very, very tough. But I see Real Madrid not winning this game. I see Man City winning Real Madrid in this first leg. So that's my prediction. Man City to win Real Madrid. Atalanta, Bayern Munich, without going far, bro, I have to give some respect to Atalanta, but it is not in this particular game. Bayern Munich is going to destroy Atalanta. And if care is not taken, Bayern Munich might eliminate Atalanta just on this first leg. Atalanta is playing at home. They won Borussia Dortmund and got them eliminated, but Bayern Munich is going to come and represent Bundesliga here. So I don't see Atalanta getting something in this game. I see Bayern Munich destroying them, maybe even eliminating them just in the first leg. So let's see how it goes. But I see Bayern Munich winning this game. Newcastle, Barcelona. Now, I am not going to predict this game. As a Barcelona fan, I want you guys to be the judge. When you look at this game between Newcastle and Barcelona, who do you think is winning the game? Now, one thing I'll say is this. If all Barcelona players are fit, I don't see Newcastle winning Barcelona. If all Barcelona players are fit, I don't see Newcastle winning Barcelona. They have cut my light. I really have problem, bro. Anytime I want to record a video, they'll just cut my light. I'm sorry, I'm sure the video is dark, but let's just manage it. If all Barcelona players are fit for this game, I don't see Newcastle winning them. Now, Newcastle is a team that when you look at their players, are going to play better physicality. Do you understand? They don't play technical games like Barcelona, but Barcelona is going to control the game. During the first part of the season, we saw Barcelona destroy Newcastle 2-1, where Marcus Rashford scored the 2 goals for Barcelona. So you guys are the judges here. What are your predictions for this game between Newcastle and Barcelona? Just predict that one. I'm not going to predict this particular game. Atletico Madrid versus Tottenham. 2 average teams, 2 inconsistent teams. Atletico Madrid play today well, tomorrow they don't play well. So ahead of this game, I still think Atletico Madrid is going to win Newcastle. Bodo Glimt versus Sporting CP. Now, Bodo Glimt getting to this stage of the Champions League without Inter Milan, bro. They were the ones who eliminated the Inter Milan. Tells you how far they can go in the competition. I know, looking at the game, we all can be like, Bodo Glimt is going to be eliminated. Sporting CP is going to kick them out of the competition. Remember, Bodo Glimt is playing this game at home, and the confidence that they have now, even Real Madrid don't have, even Barcelona don't have. They played a game against Inter Milan, both home and away, destroyed Inter Milan, got them eliminated. So in this particular game, instead of giving Bodo Glimt a straight win, I'm going to double chance Bodo Glimt. They're going to either get a draw or a win. But one thing I know for sure is that Sporting CP is not going to win Bodo Glimt. Now, Bayer Leverkusen versus Arsenal. It is over for Bayer Leverkusen. The road has come to an end. Yes, without being biased, the road has come to an end for Bayer Leverkusen. And I think Arsenal is going to destroy Bayer Leverkusen, bro. So, like I said, my predictions, there are 8 games. Paris Saint-Germain is going to win Chelsea. Liverpool is going to win Galatasaray. Man City is going to win Real Madrid. Bayern Munich is going to win Atalanta. Barcelona, Newcastle, I said you guys are going to predict this one for me, so I am not going to predict that one. Atletico Madrid, Tottenham. Atletico Madrid to win Tottenham. Bodo Glimt is either going to get a point or all the 3 points against Sporting CP, and Arsenal is going to win Bayer Leverkusen. With that, I am going to cut the video here, but before I cut the video, I want you guys to let me know what you think about my predictions, and if you can predict any of these games, good and fine. I know the questions are many, but just answer any of these questions. What you think about my predictions? If you can predict any of these games, you predict. If you can predict the Newcastle Barcelona game, you predict. And make sure you hit the thumb up to the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video to 1 or 2 persons, and see you until my next video.